Okay, I've made a couple passes. Show you what this looks like. And see if you can see in the mirror over there. That's what I'm using. I'm not using a collet holder. That's just bad on me. I'm not sure what you want to see or what you're going to be able to see. I think we were better off over here. You're not going to get to see any cutting, I don't think. Like I say, I've got a flat down there that is probably maybe almost a 1/4 inch wide off the bottom. As I'm doing this, it occurred to me that I could drill a couple holes for a Tommy bar, and a couple well-placed holes I could, but that's just being a chicken. So this is going to be loud, so turn your volume down. I'll give you an idea. So if this is going to happen, it's going to be a very long process. Okay, I guess I was already recording, therefore I was talking. And volume control. Just pouring oil over the top. Kind of watching in that rear view mirror. Okay, how I index that is going to be another thing to see. I'm going to flip this around and let you see what I want to see it too. What we've got so far. Okay, I'm not sure where you're seeing that at, or if you're seeing it well. Okay, we've obviously stopped all operations. It has been determined that number one, my setup is not rigid enough. Number two, I have a $500 mill. I'm sorry, I don't even have a mill. I have a lathe. A $500 mill would probably do it just fine. I'm not going to tax this machine to that level. Sacrifice all my adjustments, and that's all I've been getting. I think I could do better with a file. So, I'm going to put the old fixture plate away, put the milling attachment away. We're going to start working on round stock and hold off on these projects till I get a proper or an improper milling machine. It's kind of fun coming up with the setups and all that, but you know, if it's going to damage, if it's going to do harm to this little machine, there's no sense in it. Okay, I'm still going to make the nut, and I'll bring you along when I make progress and let you know how I got there. Now, that's quite an aggressive file. You can move some metal with that. So, I'm working on my nut, and I think I'm making pretty good progress. Well, clearly, let me get this where I can let go, but clearly I still have quite a bit of material to remove here and here. That's about right. But let me grab my protractor. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, but I have my protractor, so I have all my angles about right. I just need to start removing. Well, like I said, removing there, and probably removing here. Matter of fact, let me scribe that now that I'm here. Yeah, just wait, just a second here. Actually, I have a scribe right here, close by. I really apologize for the shoddy camera stuff here. What was I going to do? I was going to do this one up here. So I'm going to say here. And well, that ain't going to work. Hold on a minute. Randy Richards always makes this stuff so complicated. But then he also makes a very good product. Let's see if we can bring that to... There we go. Where were we at? We were over here. So I'm just going to kind of well, we know where that one's going to be at. That's going to be right in this neighborhood here. But anyway, that's what a half-done nut looks like. And you're using, you know, between, this is a filed side here, and, that's a sander, that's a sander, that's a sander. I'll finish it up with the file work. But, yeah, I think I might have one here. God knows what size it's going to be. It might end up being a 17 millimeter, which is what the original one was. So. Okay. Laugh if you will, or if you must, but this is how I enjoy myself. Have fun. That sounds horrible. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? No, I you know, when this becomes a nut, you know, I'll be very self-fulfilled. Then again, 10 hours from now, or whatever it takes, 2 hours, this may be the last time anybody ever sees this as well. Okay, let's travel across the room here. Let me show you what we're mounted to here. I got the little springy thing that mounts to your desk. It holds I think it's supposed to hold a microphone, maybe. And you know, I've been on the lookout for these things, these connectors, and I was watching some YouTube channel, and they use the same deal I use, and they make their own holders. And oh well, we're gonna walk over, and then we come over to this one, and this is the one that that you see used the most. It allows you to get right up over as if you were standing behind the lathe, where you got the operator's point of view. And there's a okay, I took a few hours off, a couple hours. It's 4 in the morning now, 6 minutes after 4. And I'm gonna come back to my nut. I wonder. Well, I guess you could demagnetize this. Yeah, I just have a little more dressing up to do. You go up a little higher here. I'm getting more down to size. I'm having to file. Well, I don't have to. I guess I choose to. I could always file this direction. And I might as well use this one to take some meat off. There's the sharp side. That one really hogs it away. It's quite aggressive, but I'm okay. I'll tell you one thing about filing. First of all, I'll tell you I can put those files away. Filing is good for thinking, apparently, because I came up with a solution to my problem, not a problem. The nut holding down, locking my tailstock truly was getting stripped, and I don't know if it was getting stretched or what. It wasn't, the threads weren't, they may not have been perfect from the start. But first I started it as a joke. I was going to make this big nut, tap it 10 millimeter and say, hey, I'm done. Yeah. Trouble is, it wouldn't look anything like this diamond-shaped nut. But then I got to thinking about a Tommy bar, and I thought, well, I need to, have a hole on each facet, pull the Tommy bar out and just tuck it in somewhere else to get things done. But as it turns out, I now have a lever instead of a wrench. And let's just look at it. Okay, so I guess we'll have to live with that. So right now that baby is locked, okay? And now it isn't locked. Moving freely. And that's not moving. Moving freely. Not moving. And if I need to crank it up even more, I can come over here. I'll never have to go that tight. Turns out I could probably epoxy this into this hole and live with that wherever it lay. Now, I might want to shorten it up a bit. This doesn't ride like most tailstocks do on real lathes. Okay, so here we have good movement here. And there is all the force I got in this position. Well, I think I made my point. Now, if I, maybe went with something like this, I could actually thread that hole and thread this in there. That's an idea. Well, for one, I like it. And this is how it was in the very beginning when I first started, when I first opened up the box, so to speak, on this mini lathe. I'm not saying that's a brilliant idea, but it is a solution. It almost turns it into it's not a cam lock, but it's the same principle. I'm just moving an arm. Early on, I was full of great ideas like that. The system holding my carriage to the ways, there's 6 ball bearings involved there with 6 adjustments. So I'm quite happy with that. I think that's the whip. And see, this thing, it's got to be here. It can't be here, and it can't be here, and it can't be 100. It might be able to be 180 degrees, but it's got to stay where it is. Let's hope I got it where it goes. And I still have locksure. And that is locked. That is loose. I could shorten that up. I could take an inch off of that. Still have enough leverage. I could take an inch and a half off of it. Where would that be? Right here. See, if I took 2 inches and put a knob on there, yeah, I could do that. I could take 2 inches off of that and put a knob on it, which would give me a 1/2 inch. All right, it is 7 in the morning, 6 minutes after 7 in the morning, according to the master clock in Denver, Colorado. Now, 4 seconds. 1 and 0. 7 minutes after 7. All right, I think that's a video. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'm having a frickin' blast. Yeah, it's recording good.